So we know how to find the part and we know how to find the percent. Now we're going to have to figure out how to find the total. There's a few ways you can do this. You can use your triangle of decimal equals part over total. And if you're looking for total, we have part over decimal. So that's what we're going to use. You can also rearrange the equation. Part over total equals decimal. And then if you rearrange that, you get part over decimal equals total. And that's what we're going to use, and that's what came up over here as well. The example at the bottom, so you got 17 correct, so that's your part on a quiz, and then you got 85% on the quiz. And that's your decimal. So what was the quiz out of? How many questions were there total? So you got 17 out of something, and that gave you your decimal. Rearrange it so that we have the part over the decimal. Gives us our total, and our total is 20. Find the total. Here's an example. If we wanted the triangle again, the decimal equals the part over the total. So if we're looking for the total, that means we cover up the total, and we're going to be left with the part divided by the decimal. So 20 is 50% of what number? Of indicates that's our total. 20 is 50%. That means 20 is our part. And the percent's usually easy to find. It's 50%. On a number line, if we were to draw this out, there's 0 and 100%. 20 is 50%. I'm going to put 50% in the middle, and there's 20. So looking at this, we can tell if 20 is only halfway, this must be 40. It must be the 20 times 2. But let's see if the math does the same. Total, looking over at my triangle, part divided by decimal, part over decimal. I'm just going to move horizontally for this one because I don't have room. The part was 20. My decimal was 0.5. 20 divided by 0.5, in your calculator, you get 40. So 20 is 50% of 40. Alright, 90 is 200% of what number? Just to draw a number line to start out, this will help with my estimate. So there's 100%. And 100 is always your total. Always, always, always. And I'm going to continue on to 200%. So in the question, 90 is 200% of what number? So of what number? There's my total. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the number that goes here, that is 100%. 90 is the part, and 200 is the percent. So if 90 is 200%, I'm going to put that over here on the number line because 90 is 200%. So now we can visually see that 100 is halfway between 200 and 0, which means this number right here that we're looking for, the total, is going to be halfway between 0 and 90. I know that this is probably going to be 45. Because 45 is halfway between 0 and 90. But let's see if the math works out. So the total equals part over decimal. 90 is the part, 2.00 is the decimal, 90 divided by 2 is 45. So it does work out. So if we go back to the question, 90 is 200% of 45. This slide here, the formatting didn't work out so well. I have words all over the place. But basically, I wanted to show you the 3 types of problems. You have problems where the part is unknown, and you know the percent and the total. You have problems where the part is known, but the percent is a mystery, and you know the total. And then you have questions where you know the part, the percent, but you don't know the total. And we know how to do all of those. So what number? That means we're missing the part because we have the percent and the total. So in this case, the part is equal to the decimal times the total, the percent of a number. Here we're finding the percent. So this is just like a good old-fashioned test question. What was your percent on the test? So you have your part divided by your total, and that way you'll get your decimal that way, and then find your percent. 60 is 80% of what number? So in this case, we don't know the total. The total was equal to the part divided by the decimal. So take a few seconds and try to figure out what these are. Have you tried the answers from the previous slide? Make sure you've worked on them. I believe the answers are 21, 80%, and 75. That was the part, the decimal, the total.